You always had quiet quitters, they were just not called that way. You will have them now and you'll have them in the future. Quiet quitting. This is the talk of August 2022. I first saw it in the article and then I dived in, I did my research, I just couldn't resist. So in this video I want to share with you what quiet quitting is and where did it come from. All resources will be linked in the description below and let's get started. So first thing first, when did it start? So Wikipedia says that quiet quitting is a term and a trend that emerged in mid-2022 from TikTok videos. Now, it didn't start in August 2022. Yes, it started back in July of 2021. The lying flat movement standing in the way of China's innovation drive. Discussions about lying flat picked pace in May 2021 in China. Let's be honest, China is quite famous for their working hours culture and putting work at the top of their priorities. So the article talks about young Chinese being overworked and overstressed, asking themselves a question: does work worth it? So Tang Ping is a low censor hashtag that is used in China to talk about the culture of overworking. More than 3.9 million TikTok videos have been dedicated to quiet quitting in 2021 and 2022. The videos were done mainly by people who fall under the Generation Z category. This is basically everyone who was born in 1997 and later. Then the term went mainstream when the Wall Street Journal released an article with the title, "If your coworkers are quiet quitting, hear what it means." What is quiet quitting? There are several interpretations, and after going through many articles, videos and TikTok, I distinguish three. Yes, there is more than one. Okay, so definition number one, quiet quitting is the process when you are still performing your duties, but you are no longer subscribing to a hustle culture mentality that work has to be your life. The idea is to stay on the company's payroll, but focus your time on things that you do outside of the office and respect your work-life boundaries. So not responding to emails after 6, not taking calls, or whatever that means for you. And again, this is not something new. Mental health, work-life balance, and well-being are hot topics on the internet, podcasts, books, YouTube, and so on. It started during the pandemic. The pandemic forced people to rethink their lifestyles and reprioritize their work. For many, family, friends, and personal pursuits have replaced the work. There was a stronger sense of our own mortality. People were thinking, what should work mean for me? How can I align work with my values? And people stopped and reevaluated their priorities. And this is great. This is a very healthy trend, and hopefully it will stay for a long time. Definition number two. People are engaging in so-called quiet quitting as a mean to get revenge on a company. It looks pretty passive-aggressive, I would say. Basically, people are saying, I'm going to do the absolute minimum just not to get fired because I'm entitled for it. And yes, in many countries it is difficult to fire an employee from the legislative or financial point of view. And while you can do this and still get your monthly salary, this kind of quiet quitting prevents people from finding a job they love and providing them with a sense of meaning, importance, and significance. This kind of approach or attitude doesn't lead to any good. We work 4, 5, 6, and sometimes even 7 days a week. It will be unfortunate to waste all this time in your life on things that you're not enjoying or you're not excited about. Definition number 3. Quiet quitting is the process where you're not going to quit your job, but you're quitting the idea of going above and beyond. It differs from the first definition because it doesn't discuss work-life boundaries. So this definition is mostly connected to the performance at work. You know, being a high performer or going extra mile as management want us to do. And again, this is not something new. It was always there before COVID or Great Resignation. You will always have people in the company who just do the job as per the job description and they don't do anything extra. And if you are in a corporate world or maybe you're in HR, you probably heard about 9 toolbox or talent grid. So from one side you have a performance, low, medium and high. And from another side you have a potential, low, medium and high. So the name of each box could be different sometimes, but the idea is the same. And basically every year where you have the performance review based on the discussion that you have with your manager, and then the manager will talk to HR and they will decide who will fall under which category. The company will never have all employees as high performers or stars. If this happens, you will have very unhealthy, over-competitive work environment with a high turnover rate. Most of the companies will have approximately 25% of their employees as core players with medium potential and medium performance. So there is no right or wrong interpretation because the term is still very new. So there are more definitions online, but you can put them under the definitions that I shared before, or it will be a combination of 1, 2 or 3. On a separate note, you will always have people in a quiet quitting mode. Many employees on notice period are physically present at work, but their heart and their mind is not there. And those people who are actively looking for a job in your company are also can be called quiet quitters. Cool. So the question is, what do you do about quiet quitters? I thought first of putting the answer on this question in this video, but listen, you can't answer it in 3 or 4 minutes. So stay tuned for the second part where I'll take you through what you can do about quiet quitting as HR, management, or just curious what can be done about it. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please share it with your friend who might benefit from it. If for more learning and development tips, please check and follow my Instagram channel, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye!